AFTV lead, got there in the end, 3-1, comfortable in the end, although there was a period in that game where it was very uncomfortable. Because 1-0 and cruising in that first half. And then we were all thinking to ourselves, just, play it safe, we'll be all right in the second half, but we didn't. We played it far from safe, gave away another ridiculous goal, but then 2 late goals, and we're looking pretty in the group now.
Yeah, we're looking all right inside. Yeah, we're looking, 3 goals away from home. You can't ask for no more than that, really, at this level and at this stage of the competition. So you've got to be pleased with that. Listen, Arsenal will shoot themselves in the foot unless they stop cutting out all these mistakes, and they've got to stop doing it. Today's one was totally unnecessary. When you're cruising a game of football 1-0 up, it's about not making mistakes. Not giving the opposition a sniff, and basically we're the reward for what the sort of playing we're playing there is not good enough. It outweighs what you need to do. Just clear your lines. But I even see it when we was 3-1 up. Bellerin trying to play inside. Just clear your lines. And take the 3-1. But they're being asked to play like that. At some stage against better opposition, they're going to get punished.
Yeah,
unless they stop.
We nearly got punished in the first half playing out from the back. Got away with it. And, before I get to our goals, let's just talk about our goal that we conceded. What? Leno and Ceballos.
I don't blame Ceballos. I've just watched it again now. He's got 4 men around him. He's got 4 men around him. Where does he go?
And then the worst thing about it is that Leno can see he's got 2 players outside him. He's got 2 players outside him on one side, 2 players outside him on the other side. He decides to play it to the guy in the middle who's got 4 men around him.
100% decision making. It's about decision making. Because Ceballos wants the ball, that doesn't necessarily mean to say you give it to him. The ball was out to go on the wide to I think it was David Luiz. It's a simple pass, and then you bypass those 4 players which Danny Ceballos has got around him. But Leno has trusted his player to maybe come out of there.
Sometimes it seems to me like Leno's bored and just says, let me do something to spice up the game or something.
Yeah, it could be something like that, but
I don't know.
I just think it's obviously drilled in them to play like that, but there comes a time in the game when it's still a decision. Professional footballers, one of the things that you've got to be is on the game is decision making, and today he's when he sees Ceballos there, he should have just thought, that's a little bit too tricky to play in there. I'll just play the safe bets of David Luiz. Why he's done that, I don't know. At the end of the day, it could have been a disaster, but it will be a disaster if we're going to go further in this competition up against better opposition, because they'll punish you. Then you won't be able to get the chances that we got. And I know we've got a couple of good goals today, but their goalkeeper, we're going to come up against better goalkeepers than him.
You felt he should have got the first one.
Yeah.
It was a great strike by Odegaard.
Fantastic strike.
El Neni one. That was another great strike. Again, that was another one. There was a bit of swerve on that kind of done the goalkeeper.
But if you don't shoot, you don't score. And I think we're guilty of that on a few occasions.
We don't normally shoot from outside the box.
So we don't shoot out of the box.
Did it twice today, he scored.
And we've got our reward because, things can happen. The goalkeeper can make a mistake, as I thought we did on the first one. A bit of swerve or something can, take it away from the goalkeeper. And it was good to see, What I liked about El Neni's goal is that he drove into the space, and that's when he other players normally turn back and look for a pass. He's gone for it, and good luck to him. So that was that was a good goal, and a good move from Mikel Arteta, because he brought him on. We'd lost when Partey went off. We lost midfield a little bit, and we needed to regain that, which was a good move from the manager. We regained the midfield, and then once we got that second goal, which, by the way, I've got to say about it,
great header, Gabriel,
fantastic header. Absolutely fantastic header. You don't really see too many centre halves doing that these days. You know what I mean? A header like that. I thought that, that was back to the old days of Tony Adams heading the ball and people like that, and Stevie Bold. Fantastic header. And I felt we was always comfortable then. 2 goals away from home was great. The third one is a big bonus for us.
Massive that third goal. That means they've got to come to our place. They got to score 3 goals if they're going to go through.
Yeah, and I do think now, and you might think that I'm being a little bit silly now, let's concentrate on Sunday, and I think that we may be able to just rotate a little bit for that game now, because we've got a little bit of a cushion, so that's a nice thing to have.
Yeah. If big game Sunday.
Big game Sunday, and if we'd have gone into Sunday 1-1, we'd have to have been, really focusing on the Thursday one. So what we can, I'm not saying take our eye off but we can really now focus 100% on Sunday. No excuses. Well, listen, North London derby, we owed him. You know what I mean? Like, because they've had a little bit of an upper hand us on the last couple of games, and they've hit a little bit of form. They've had, I think it's four wins on the spin. But as my West Ham mate said, Paul, the last time they played a decent team, they lost. So let's wait and see, So I've got to say also, a lot of confidence about tonight and going into. I was speaking to Dean coming down on the train today, a fellow I just met on the train, and he was confident that we can beat Olympiacos today. He's confident that we can turn over Spurs as well. I'm never confident because it's a game that can bite you. I do feel that we've got to be at our best to beat them. Do I think we can? Yeah, I think that we can. Listen, I think which is a good thing for us, is the pressure's on them to win because they're chasing top four. Realistically, they've still got a chance where we haven't. So any points that they drop will be bad for them. So they've got Mourinho might, as you say, he might have to come and attack us a little bit, and that I think will play into our hands a little bit. Listen, today. If we play the football we have, I think today some of the football we play. I've got to say this, by the way. Some of the football we played today was fantastic. Some of the little intricate bit of play and all that. Odegaard, even Aubameyang, with a little triangles and things like that. We look a really, really good side. Cut out those stupid mistakes, and we will beat or give anybody we can beat anybody on our day. But we also can shoot ourselves in the foot, and that's the trouble with Arsenal. So if we turn up, we've got every chance of winning, yeah.
Today's show is sponsored by Profit Accumulator, the #1 match betting service in the UK. Match betting is different to gambling. With gambling, you bet on one side, and if that side loses, you lose. With match betting, you bet on both sides. That means no matter what the outcome, you're a winner. When you sign up to Profit Accumulator, they will walk you through the whole process of how to do match betting, and as long as you follow what they tell you, you cannot lose. So what are you waiting for? Click the link in the description right now for your free trial, and you can start earning some real cash.